Welcome back to the channel. This is a question and answers for the CompTia Network Plus. So we're going to go through a few questions and try to find out the answer for these. So I have done some before, but I will show you from this. So we're going to read this and we're going to find out the answer from this. So question number 12 of 293. So to segregate employee traffic and guest network on the wireless network, you have decided to implement a plan whereby the guest traffic is quarantined in a separate part of the network. All employees have company issues device. What can you implement to ensure that only employees have access to the non-quarantine areas of the wireless network? So there's four options. So I think because it's a guest traffic in quarantine in a separate part and all employee have their company devices and everyone all the employee have access to the non-quarantined area. So the question is asking what can you implement to ensure only the employee have access to that. So I think it's MAC filtering. So if it's MAC filtering, that only allows the um, own employees. Yes, that is correct. And you can also see MAC filtering, authentication, shared authentication, and temporary key integrity protocol as well, Wi-Fi protected access. Okay, so go to the next question. Okay, you need to determine the reliability of a network segment. Which of the following would help you? See, I read it again. So you need to determine the reliability of a network segment. Which of the following would help you? Reliability, very important. So reliability of a network segment. Which of the following would help you? And there's four options. Which one should help us? So reliability means utilization. I don't think so. Packet drops. No. Bandwidth. No. I think it's error rate that will tell us what is the reliability in the network segment. So let's just try and find out. Yes, it is. So error rate is a metric that can be used to indicate the reliability of a network. And bandwidth is basically the amount the traffic connection or a network is capable of carrying. Often terms utilization is a measurement of how much the capacity of the network that can be used. And packet drops occur when a data package transmitted from one device fails to reach another device. Yeah. So yes, error rate is probably the right answer. Which wireless topology only requires one access point to be physically connected to the wired network while still offering maximum flexibility and redundancy? So there's four options. I can read the question again. Which wireless topology only require one access point to be physically connected to the wired network? Which one needs one access to be connected to the wired network while still offering the maximum flexibility and redundancy? Okay, Bluetooth is completely wireless. Mesh is all wired. Infrastructure. Oh, infrastructure. I don't know that. Let's just find out. Let's just find out which one is the answer for this. For me, I think it's gonna be the ad hoc, but let's just try and find out which one is the correct answer. Oh, it's a mesh. It's a mesh network. So mesh topology is a wired network. Only requires one access point to be physically connected. Right. So mesh needs one access to be connected. And let's just read the others. Ad hoc networks are built spontaneously as devices connect and do not require a router or access point. Right. So ad hoc basically was built spontaneously as these devices connect and do not require any router or an access point. An infrastructure topology is a wireless network. Represents the traditional configuration where an access point is connected physically to the wired network. Okay. So infrastructure topology is a wireless network, but it represents where an access point is connected physically to the wired network. Right. And the Bluetooth is networks are formed by pairing the device. Yes. So mesh is the one that requires one access point to be physically connected. Right, let's go on by the next question. Question number 15. So which of the following is specifically designed to control traffic flowing to and from virtual machines inside a virtual network? Which one basically designed to control traffic flowing to and from virtual machines inside a virtual network? These four options are designed to control the traffic flowing. Choice network. Virtual network. And they are talking about virtual network. VPC is the right answer. VPC is Virtual Private Cloud. Network Security Group. And yeah, I think I'll go with the name VPC. Let's just find out. Let's just find out. We will have the answer right away. Oh, it's the Network Security Group. Okay. So network security groups are a feature provided by the cloud service provider. Yep, that decides the design or control of the traffic flowing from and to virtual network. Okay, let's just see what the other terms are for. So network security list are similar to network security group. So network security list similar to network security group, but are typically associated with other networks, right? And NFV, network functions virtualization, is a concept where network functions traditionally performed by dedicated hardware appliances. Network function virtualization, right? Okay, that's basically designed with the hardware appliances, where here we are talking about the virtual network. All right, so energy is the right answer. Right, let's go for the next. You are implementing a 802.11g wireless network in your office. What is the maximum number of wireless access points that you can implement within 30 meters of each other? So I think within 30 meters of each other, we only can do 3. Yes, you can implement a maximum of 3 wireless access points within the 30 meters of each other. Okay, let's go to the next one. So a user reports that she cannot print from the computer. You also notice that they are unable to reach a supplier's website. The operating system is Windows 11. Which command should you start with to help with your diagnosis? Okay. A user reports that she cannot print from the computer. I think if she cannot ping, that means there is a non-network. So that means ping. Yes, ping is the right command. Ping is the right command. And Nmap is basically a packet tracer, network mapper. So it also acts like a security scanner. It scans the whole network. And the route command is basically add another route in the network. For example, if we decide that the traffic computers needed to go another node. So yes, you can just add another route to add command. Okay, so the dig command is used basically to find the DNS. And it is primarily used to troubleshooting DNS problems. Entering dig and a domain name would return in the A record for that domain. So A record is basically it converts the host name into an IPv4 address. Okay, next. Okay, so you have decided to implement ISAC-MP, what is provided by this technology. So ISAK-MP, it's a technology that what it does. So a protocol that works with IPsec to establish a secure session, a protocol that installs PPE with Internet framework, a Microsoft protocol that establishes sessions with other computers, a Citrix protocol used in application server environment. So I think the ISAC MP technology is basically what my is. So what my understanding is, it is a protocol where we use the IPsec to establish a secure session. Yes, that is correct. So IPsec security. Um, so the abbreviation of this ISAC MP is so it's basically Internet Security Association and Key Management Protocol. ISAC-MP is Internet Security Association, ISA, Internet Security Association, and Key Management Protocol. Which aspect of the CIA triad is best described as ensuring that data is accurate and reliable? So data is accurate and reliable. What makes sure that it happens in this triad? Right. So I think I'll go with integrity. Yes, integrity is the one that basically does this. Next question. The owner of a coffee shop wants you to install a wireless network for employees and customers to increase the shop's business. So he's not a tech savvy and cannot understand why you want to change a WAP settings, even though you tell him it is not secure enough. What features of WEP you explain in lay terms that will help him understand? Okay, so I think the whole structure is um, the owner doesn't know what the setup is, but we have to make sure that he gets the proper, um, he understands the proper terms and what it is. So I think I will go with WPA3. Oh no. Okay, so it's gonna be shared and open authentication. Okay. So shared authentication and open authentication are the two insecure method of authentication under WAP. Under shared okay, so the owner of a coffee shop wants you to install. What features of WAP can you explain in layout that will help him understand? Okay, shared. So authentication for wireless can be configured on OSA in relation to network. WPA3 is the largest standard in wireless security protocol. Wi-Fi protocol access point version 2. So once authenticated, the next step is to determine, okay, so we have to share, we have to actually authenticate first by sharing the information with the person, with the owner, then and be open to what the WAP is. Right, that is all for today. Thank you for watching.